Hello, this is my top 5 British favorite movies. Here we go. I'm so excited. Let's fucking do this. I already did a review of this movie on my channel, so anyone who's seen that, you already know that I just hate this movie. It's very annoying. Woody Woodpecker is just really not well animated at all. The acting was all really bad. The jokes were awful. And it's just annoying to watch. This also has the worst version of "the bird is the word" I've ever fucking heard from any form of media whatsoever. It just made me want to fucking throw up when I heard it. Yeah, I hate this movie. The Body is a part of that shitty ass fucking Hulu Into the Dark series shit that fucking absolutely sucks. None of them are good. I don't know why they keep making them. I guess they make profit somehow, but they are all fucking terrible. That being said, The Body was one that I actually thought looked kind of decent, but boy was I wrong. To sum it up, the basic plot of this movie is about a hitman who walks around the streets during Halloween, carrying around a dead body, pretending that it's a part of his costume. It sounded kind of funny and even kind of interesting, but they fucked it up so bad. All of the writing was really pretentious and annoying and just really up its own ass. The characters sucked absolute cock and were so infuriatingly annoying to listen to. The guy they got to play the hitman too is supposed to be this apex killer. He's supposed to be really intimidating, and he's fucking not at all. The movie clearly insists that it's a comedy, and yet it tries to get you to be invested in its bullshit themes that are just so pretentious it makes you want to fucking die. There's really not a single thing I can recall liking about this movie in the slightest. It annoyed the hell out of me more than most movies do, and I just fucking despise it. I am not joking when I say this is probably the worst movie ever fucking made. There is no purpose to anything that happens in this quote-unquote movie. It is all just worthless shit made for the simple attempt of fucking money by two fucking douchebags who have nothing better to do. I know it sounds like I'm being harsh, but this is seriously the fucking worst thing I have ever fucking seen. It may not be my least favorite, but it sure shit is the fucking worst. There is no good attempts at jokes. Everything is literally just a reference. Honestly, literally, only 30 actual minutes of this movie are not dedicated to actual fucking references to other pop culture fucking things at the time. Whenever the movie isn't being so fucking obnoxious and annoying with its dumbass fucking references, it's just fucking boring and unbearable to watch. At the very best, it can be cringy. That's the best I can say for this piece of shit. If you need any more reason for me to hate this, I mean, just look what they did to Poe. Look what they fucking did to him. They took a big fat fucking shit on him, rubbed it all over his fucking body, and sent him to a goddamn Mexican whorehouse for a fucking week, pulled him out, and then fucking put him in this piece of shit. It's disgusting. Sum it up, this is a worthless piece of shit that somehow manages to get by without being sued by basically abusing the term parody to its fucking fullest, even though nothing they do can even be worth considering parody, funny, or even within legal rights at all. Hopefully they never make another one again. Though apparently they're making a new Star Wars parody movie, so we all have that to look forward to. Oh my god, I can't wait to fucking die. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just real quickly want to say, I'm sorry to the family of Sharon Tate for watching this. Temptation got the best of me. Don't worry. I promise I won't watch the Nicole Brown Simpson one. never gonna watch another fucking thing by this fucker ever again. I truly believe this to be the most vile, disgusting, and downright just wrong movie I have ever watched. It's not the worst. I think it's a close second, but disaster movie's still the worst. But this is definitely the one I hate more. I felt like I needed to take a shower after watching this. I felt actually awful for even watching it. And I know I got to see it for free on Amazon, but even still, I just ugh. They take this real life tragedy and turn it into this pretentious story about fate and put it in the context of a shitty exploitation slasher movie. It's so disgusting. The fact that anyone would be allowed to do something like this is horrible. It makes my stomach turn. I've never been so disgusted while watching a movie. I keep saying that, but the only word I can think of to describe this movie as a whole is just disgusting. The thing is, I think I could forgive at least a little bit of it, if even just a little bit of it was well presented in any way, shape, or form. But none of it is. The acting is some of the worst I've heard from a movie in a long time, especially with actors who aren't even that incompetent. Like, Hilary Duff's not an incompetent actor, but she's so fucking terrible in this. And so is everyone else, too. Hilary Duff is just the biggest name. That's why I'm mentioning her. And I do have some form of respect for her, but god damn it. The cinematography is also just awful. There was no planning in these shots. You can tell they're all just handheld shots, shot reverse shots. It's so fucking lazy. And the fucking script. Oh my god. It made my it was so fucking bad. There's not one single bit of dialogue in this entire fucking film that is even remotely decent or even really worth mentioning. It's so fucking atrocious. I don't know if they intended to do this or not, but they really just made the Mansons in this film, like, they tried to make them intimidating. They tried to put them in, like, this spot where they're, like, a bunch of intimidating killers, which is what they wanted. So you're basically giving Charles Manson and his cult of little fucking morons what they wanted. Like, how did you not realize that in hindsight? Something like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is smart enough to be able to realize that if they're going to betray these kids and these people, they got to betray them as what they are. Fucking idiots. And have them be brutally murdered in comedic ways, the way it should be. Because these people were fucking terrible. And you don't want to give them what they fucking wanted. Which, I'm not sure if that's what the director was intending or not. I don't want to believe it was. But it's definitely what I got watching it. That's definitely how it comes across. So, yeah, this is a piece of shit. I'm not even joking. Don't fucking watch it. Oh, my God. And there's still one more. Jesus Christ. My God. Dear God, why? Why? Okay, if we're being fair, this is technically the best movie on the list. That being said, I still fucking despise it to its very core. What was going through their fucking heads when they made this fucking thing? Like, okay, let me give you some fucking knowledge. The original Old Boy from 2003 is a Korean film, and it is my personal favorite movie. I think it's a fucking masterpiece. It is so fucking good and just fan-fabulous. And then you have this movie, which has talented people like Spike Lee, who's a pretty decent director, Samuel Jackson, who's a good actor, Josh Brolin, good actor, Elizabeth Olsen, pretty decent actor. So yeah, we got pretty decent talents. And they are all fucking terrible. Josh Brolin gives probably his worst performance ever in a role that he is so miscast to play that it fucking hurts. Elizabeth Olsen is just kind of there. She doesn't really do anything in the film. She has nothing really to work with. She's just kind of boring. Samuel Jackson also really sucks in the few minutes that he's on screen, and to be honest with you, any movie that shows Samuel Jackson absolutely sucking at acting is a fucking sin in my book. The editing in this movie is also just god awful. It's easily some of the worst editing I've seen from a big budgeted film like this. The worst part about this movie by far is its fundamental misunderstanding of everything that the original did, and I mean everything, right down to the reason why Odessu doesn't even like eating dumplings. How the fuck do you fuck up that bad? Everything in this movie is just so forced. There is nothing remotely subtle, redeemable, and even better than the original in any way. Every decision was made for the worst. It's just an Americanized piece of shit. They took this beautiful movie, this absolutely beautiful boy, and they turned it into a fucking generic action movie. I have nothing to say about the movie in terms of redeemable qualities. The only reason I said that it was technically better than all the other movies is because all the other movies on this list are quite literal shit. But this one just fucking makes me angry. It's so fucking awful. They took everything special about the original and just turned it into a bunch of generic bullshit. Like, the main character's new main motive is to simply just, oh, I gotta protect my daughter. Not like, oh, I need to fucking kill this guy because I want to fucking kill this guy. That was so much more interesting than watching some fuckhead be like, oh, my daughter, yippee. I love my daughter so much, I'm gonna cry, woo woo woo. Not to mention, it leads him to make some of the stupidest fucking decisions in the world. Like, he's about to break free from the place that he's being held captive for the last 20 years. And what does he do? He stops and just stands and watches the television because they're showing his fucking daughter. What a fucking idiot. And then, as they start, like, seeping in the gas that puts him to fucking sleep, he just continues to stand there like a fucking moron. And that's just, like, one instance, again, of many, of how fucking stupid this fucking movie is. God, I fucking hate it. Well, that was my top 5 least favorite movies. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe, please. And see you next time. Yippee.